It was a busy day, or as we were just saying, a plethora of holiday tournaments in basketball and hockey. And KIMT News 3 Sports' Mary Peter has been busy like crazy all day. I've been watching you go in and out of this newsroom like crazy, trying to cover it all.
Yeah, Nick, it was so much fun, and we have a lot to talk about. So let's get right to it, starting with girls hoops. Congrats are in order for a Hayfield Viking. We will get to that in just a second. The Vikings hosted the undefeated Grand Meadows Superlarks tonight. This one was a battle in the first half. Natalie Beaver right here hands it off to Chelsea Christopherson. She gets the and one. The Vikings lead by just 4, and the Superlarks find Lauren Queensland. She drills the 3, and then take a look at this one. Beaver finds Kristen Watson at the top of the key, and she gets that triple to fall, and that completes the 1,000 point mark for her. Congrats to Kristen, and the Vikings won in a close one over the Superlarks 49-46. Well, staying on the hardwood, it's the last year for the Rotary Holiday Classic in the Med City, and we have quite a few teams competing in this tournament. Let's start on the girls' side. The Mayo Spartans took on the Farmington Tigers earlier today. Spartans' Hannah Hansen with the steal, and she finishes with the bucket at the other end right there. Mayo has the 58-45 lead with about 6 minutes to go. Tigers' Hannah Hansen was on fire. She drills the 3 right there to cut Mayo's lead to 10. And then Spartans' Hansen finds Ava Miller wide open. She gets that 2 to fall. Mayo knocks off Farmington 75-57. And the Stewartville Tigers won big over the John Marshall Rockets 85-35. And the Lord Eagles knocked off the Totino Grace Eagles 55-46. In boys hoops, the John Marshall Rockets hit the court against the PEM Bulldogs. This one was all tied up at the half, and then take a look at this dish down low from Tier Young to Travion Cook. The Rockets cut the Bulldogs lead to 6, but PEM has an answer. Liam Powers, nothing but net right there. The Bulldogs lead by 9. JM finds Zachariah Ledoux open in the paint. He gets the and one there. The Rockets knock off the Bulldogs 64-56. Well, here's a look at some other boys basketball finals from today. The Mayo Spartans knocked off the Bloomington Kennedy Eagles 67-52. And the Cannon Falls Bombers got the win over the Triton Cobras 71-58. Well, switching to the ice, boys hockey teams are facing off in tournament play at Graham Arena. The Albert Lee Tigers took on the Wyndham Eagles. Earlier today, the Tigers are in the white and the Eagles are in the blue. Albert Lee scored 2 goals in the first few minutes of this one. And take a look at this stop by the Tigers right there. And the Tigers did get the win. They held on, knocking off the Eagles 5-3. The Century Panthers hit the ice against the East Ridge Raptors. The Raptors add to their 2-1 lead right before the end of the first period on the power play. Deflects off the goalie, and Grant Conan is in the right place at the right time. The Raptors knock off the Panthers 3-2. Well, let's talk some college football. It is bowl season after all. My 2 alma maters kicked off today. The Syracuse Orange took on the Minnesota Golden Gophers in the Bad Boy Morris Pinstripe Bowl at Yankee Stadium. Golden Gophers' Mohamed Ibrahim made some noise today. He is now Minnesota's all-time rushing leader. He pushes his way into the end zone right here, and Minnesota leads 7-0 at the start of the second quarter. Tanner Morgan is in the game. He steps back, finds Daniel Jackson. Take a look at this grab. The Gophers lead 14-0, and then in the third quarter, Coleman Bryson, he reads this one perfectly. He takes it all the way home. The Gophers get the 28-20 victory over the Orange.